on, everybody? What's up, Glenn? Have yet decided to decide what I'm going to paint first. Perfect timing. I actually pushed it back a few minutes. I want to show you guys how these. Well, never mind. They're in there, clear cutting right now. Just logged on. It's meant to be then, brother. Awesome. I'm glad you like it. Well, since it's almost top water time, I'm going to do another top water, I guess. Not too many. I do want to show. It's working on a. Have you ever seen a Florida crawfish? They kind of have like a little pink in there. I did these today, and it came out pretty sweet. I didn't do very many lipless. I don't think I did that many last night. That's what I wanted to get on here and do because I really need to do lipless and top water. And I ended up painting a bunch of top water last night. So I guess it is what it is. And then I was an idiot, dude. I packaged up those orders this morning without taking pictures of the top water. I don't think so, no. It's been a day or so since I've done any of those. I really need to order more of those blanks. I'm really low. I have a bunch right now. I just don't have eyes for them. And I think it would make more sense just to sell those because they're a different style of eye than to, I don't know, just buy eyes because there's only 100 of them. So if anybody wants to buy 100 Pop Max blanks, let me know. Oh, I got way more than that, dude. But they're not like straight on. For 100 of them, I mean, I'll probably sell them for $100. I know what I got. I actually need to look. I'm not sure how many there are. It's about a 20% discount. If you want to buy some blanks, I got some other ones that I'd sell. There's a lot that I don't paint really that much. Now, if you're wanting me to paint one, we can paint one. But I'm assuming you're asking to buy the blanks. I might honestly hold on to them because I suspect that the price of blanks are going to go up quite a bit. Well, if I'm not mistaken, plastic's an oil-based product. And I don't foresee that price coming down anytime soon. So, if anything, the price is only going to go a lot higher than it is now. She's been feeling a little sick here or there, but nothing too bad. All right. What do I want to paint first? Top water. Someone throw out a color. Any color. Beetlejuice. Something with pink. All right. Oh, one of these? What is that? White is like all off white, neon green, and then like a purple. That'd actually be really easy to recreate. So it almost looks like, all right, we're gonna do that. And I think I have eyes that actually work for it. I got some of those big green eyes, like the exact same ones in that photo. I might use those. I hate to do it to you so early, but I got to. What's up, Kyle? I have no idea how I saved that. I'm actually gonna mid coat this right now. Which will make sense here in a second. This Harbor Freight airbrush has seen better days. I'm surprised it's still blowing with all the abuse I put on it. All right, enough there. I would have not done that, but I think the next step would have taken the paint off. So let's hit this with the hair dryer. A beetlejuice. I have a walkie-talkie now. Might actually hit that for a little longer. What's up, Andy? You just talking to random people, Coda? That's good to know, dude. Okay, let me look at this picture again. Okay, purple up there. If you're just joining, we're painting that. And I'm just getting some tape right now. Now I'm wearing it out. Otherwise, it's going to take the paint off, so. Dang dog hair. Okay. So that's going to be purple. Get some more tape. Really should have made that a little thinner. It is what it is. All right. See if we can. I might be able to fit 2 more on there. Might just have to do 1 more. I guess technically not. I just have to do 1 more. Let's make this one. This actually might work. Wanted a little thinner than that. Dang thing, get off my hand. There we are. What's up? What are you wanting? Come on. That didn't work. I think that'll look fine. Where's the tweezers? Sorry, I know this is taking forever. I gotta grab my tweezers and shut off my carrier box. The world's shittiest scissors. All right. Dude, no, they're freaking. I was like, these things are terrible. They're Harbor Freight scissors. I know I didn't buy these, so I don't really know where they came from. I don't think I was down that bad. Harbor Freight has some decent stuff, but their scissors suck, dude. It must have been something I got for free or something. I don't know. All right, we're going to do green first. We could do something next, dude. What's up, McChewy? Having to kind of put this on light, so that's why I just keep turning it and adding more layers. Kind of have to give it a lot of this paint for it to show up really bright. I'd say that should be fine. Let's do the purple. I don't like that right there. All right, let's do purple now. I appreciate it, brother. All right, let's do the purple. Let's do the purple. It's on, you just can't hear it. No Portal music today. You're all good, dude. Dang, I got a little bit there, but I got to spray black, so I think it'll be all right. All right, let's do the black now. I don't really know how I'm going to do this because that is a really thin margin of air. I'm going to turn my air down. If you're curious, I'm at 10 psi right now. Went from a leaf blower to I don't even know. I have this paint thinned out so well. It sprays probably the best out of any paint I have, this black. Turn that down. This does too. I think it's, I know that the wicked's just like that. I don't know if there's a way to fix it. I like it because it dries fast. So it kind of works good for doing like a live paint. I like how thin of a line I'm getting on this. I need to start turning my compressor down more and spraying this black. It's clogged. So I had a stripe in me. Tell you what, it doesn't look like my needle's set all the way in there. It's not. Let's see if it still sprays now. Yeah, we're good. Kind of hard to talk and shoot these small lines like this. Tell you what, though, I think this is going to be pretty wicked. Dried up again. Where was I at? All right, I'm just going to go over this one more time. See if there's any spots that might need a little extra. Because once I take the tape off, it's a done deal. Now I'm going to hit this little back edge. I'm going to hit this edge one more time. I'm really impressed with how small of a bead I can keep going with this. I'm half tempted to do it on the front half too. We're going to. Okay. Shall we see the results? I can only imagine what it's like being like a surgeon or something. It's hard enough to do something like that on a lure. I can't imagine cutting on somebody like that. But if you miss, you're like, it's bad. It's kind of like painstaking. Yeah. Okay. Time for the reveal. Let's see what we're working with. Yeah, I cut your carotid artery. Sorry. Oops. It's a prank, bro. This is wicked. This was a good idea, Dog Days. That was a really good idea, dude. By the way, if you guys aren't following Dog Days, what are you doing? Come on. I tell you what, this in a spook would be pretty cool. Gotta say, that's pretty badass. Alright, let's put some eyes on him. It's glowing. Isn't contrast awesome? Where did I? There it is. Alright, fellas. Numero uno. I'm gonna have to do this on a spook next. Have at him. Have at him. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I think the eyes kind of make it the bait. Without those eyes, it wouldn't look right. Thank you, buddy. We're gonna try that now on this. I'm half tempted though. Not that one. I lied. We're gonna do it on this. Yeah, with one of these longer baits, I have a lot more room to kind of work. It's one of the negatives of doing one of those ploppers. Let me turn this air up because I know I'm not gonna be able to spray pearl. What's up, waiter? Honestly, might do it on a popper and a stick. I really need to clean out my airbrush. Yep, we're doing two at once. Might as well. Hardest part's putting the tape on. Waste less paint this way too, I guess. On the popper, I think doing green would be smart because then it follows down with the bait. Oh, that's a good idea too. All right, we're gonna mid coat these again. I really need to clean this out. I think I can make it through tonight. Hopefully. I don't really feel like cleaning it out. All right. Mid-coat time. These will be the last two I do in this color. Then I'll probably put these on the website because I like that color a lot. All right. I guess I need to turn that back on. What is this? Today Monday? It is Monday. I'll just say, planting my garden Wednesday. If I had it my way, dude, I would do the entire yard. I'd just put cornrows around my house because I hate mowing the grass so much. Not trying to sound like a lazy ass. I wonder what would happen if I just put cornrows around my house in town. Glenn's probably thinking that's your average house in Illinois where he's at. All right. Let's go ahead and get these taped up. Hair dryer first, of course. Captain can't catch. Captain can catch. Okay. Let's let the fun begin. I know I sound like I'm having just a blast right now. I need to bring the energy up. I think this lo-fi portal music is Iron River says it. I think it's kind of slowing me down. Portal music. All right. I'm just killing this tape really quick. Okay. Purple, purple, silver, green, silver, green, silver, green. This is going to be so much easier than that last one. Green, green. Okay. Guess I just need one more line. What's up, Gage? All right, we got that one done. Let me hair dry this other one really quick. I know this is just so exciting. This is almost as exciting as watching paint dry. Who would have thought watching paint dry is entertaining? Kind of is, though, I guess. And midmotackle.com. Midmo 15 for 15% off. I don't think I answered, but I just did, so. If you paint, I highly suggest you go to Dollar Tree, get that cheap masking tape, because it actually works better than the good masking tape, I think. You can actually just type in midmotackle.com. I finally got it figured out, so it's a little easier than typing in all that. I had to like pour it over the. Well, that was before I figured it out. I didn't like that one. I'm like, that thing's way too dang long. Venmo Tackle is a lot more concise. It's a lot easier to tell people. Look up midmotackle.com. Not midmo tackle or mid. What is it? Hyphen dash tackle dash com dash. It does work as well. But you guys better watch out. I'm going to change it to Temu.com. I had another joke I wanted to say there, but let bygones be bygones. Since I'm a plagiarist. It's actually my favorite pastime. All right. But I only copy from small business. I leave big business alone. It's big, but they need as much money as they can get. You know, they're struggling. Small businesses now, those are the suckers reeling in, dude. All right. Those are the one. That's why everything's so expensive. All these small businesses. I'll take a look at it after this, Blake. I know that took forever, but hey, it's smooth sailing from here on out. You guys joined right in time to hear the fan. Oh no, dude. We're getting low on this paint. We are getting low. It feels like I'm leaking air. It's about time for a compressor upgrade. This one served me well, but I can't really keep up. All right, let's go try the other one now. We finally got the green paint on. This rate, guys, we'll have 3 lures done by 10 o'clock. I've never seen a painter paint so fast. I'm still losing money. Thank you, brother. Come on. I really need to clean this airbrush out, dude. Come on. I'll show you, brother. I'll show you, brother, man. I should really probably spray white first and then this green. The amount of times I have to spray this in order to get a decent coat is kind of ridiculous. I've used half the bottle on this lure. That's the last of the greens. Alright, we're done with that. That one's fine. Give this one more, one quick. Okay. I guess we're gonna do the mouths. Yeah. Might as well do those now too. That doesn't have to be as nearly as dark. Okay. Time for purple. What the hell? Alright. Okay. Purple. Don't worry, we've got pretty much the hardest part out of the way. These will be a lot easier to spray black since the lines are more spread out. This is kind of giving me Hulk vibes. What's up, Sea Witches? Hey now. I'm thinking about sewing on my Bagley. Just pondering the thought today. Yeah, there's more than just Bagley in there. There's a bunch of nicer Rapala too. I probably could have taped it off, but I didn't. By the way, that stuff I told you to get, $5.98 per bottle. And it goes a long way because it's not paint. But spray it with another brush because mine's clogged up now. All right, now we're getting a little fun. I'm going to turn the pressure down again. That would require forethought. Well, I don't really want to sell them, but there ain't no point in me collecting lures. Is kind of my thought. I got other things I'd like to spend money on. I still collect. Like I've been telling you guys, Bill Dance. If you see Bill Dance for under $5 in good condition, I'm giving you financial advice right now. You should buy it. I'll be completely wrong, and I've just spent all this money on Bill Dance stuff, but hey, I got like tons of new stuff in package. I won't sell that stuff with the Bagleys. Nah, I'm playing the long game on Dance right now. That sounds really bad to say out loud. No, what you need to be stocking up on, you guys need to go out and stock up on Guggen. That's the give it 20 years, man. Woo! Give it 20 years. I got like 4 tackle boxes full. Yeah, I know I got at least one fat cat. Well, look at like the Jabberjaws. I can't remember his name, but there was a guy on Whatnot when I first got on Whatnot, and those things were selling for like $1 or 2 a piece. And I remember thinking, who's buying this shit? And I still think that today. Like, who is buying this shit? But now it sells for a lot more than $2. I've actually never fished one, but it's $1 million. Yeah, it's a little. They do have cool colors. I was just kind of being a smart ass when I said that. I could go back in time, I would have bought every single one from Extreme. It was Extreme. What is it? Fishing Liquidations. I don't know if any of you guys were on Whatnot when he ran all the time. Those were the good old days. If I would have just invested in the housing market when I was in the second grade, dude, I would be fucking balling. If only I wasn't such a lazy shit. I should have been out there at 6 years old. I should have came out with the business plan. Slacker. If my kid doesn't have a $10 million net worth by month one, I'm disowning them. Yeah, if my kid isn't painting extremely realistic baits by age one, and I mean day one, it's gonna be bad. He'll never live up to me. Disowned. Probably go be some dentist or something. That's what I need to tell my wife. Hey, just watch. I need you to just watch lure painting videos and hold the sound up to your stomach for the next 8 months. There's enough marlin baits that I think we could occupy your time, and you might not have to. You might not have to watch too many over and over again. I sure hope not, Glenn. Come out looking like a paint set. Yeah. Easter Bunny Bagley. I've never even heard of it. Oh, that's chump change to someone like you, big dog. Beetlejuice. And you're going to have to wait a second to see it because I'm going to do the other one first. It's for the people, as one says. It's better than salt water, I'll say that much. I only have so many more. No, actually, they weren't that bad. You don't realize, though, how complex and colorful those fish are until you go paint them. Like painting a gizzard shad, walk in the park. Look at the most basic saltwater fish. You're like, oh my gosh, this is going to take all day. All right. I thought that thing was pretty sweet. Maybe I need to keep mine and use their colors. No, I just thinking about saying that about Guggen. I wouldn't be surprised though if that was something people collect in the future because of how popular they are. It honestly might be a smart decision because you think people get older, like, man, I wish I had what I threw back when I was whatever age. All right, we're almost done. I know this is taking forever. Oh, yeah. Well, it's like finding an old Rapala. I'm not sure, dude. I'm really, you know how bad I am about checking my messages. Look at that. Yeah, on this one. I don't know about the popper. I'm not too sure about the popper. If I have those eyes in this size. Ah, dang it. I still got to spray these eyes. Sounds good, buddy. Oh, that's a good idea. All right. We got the hard part out of the way. It's really not that hard. It just takes forever, it seems like. We're going to do the eyes on the spook first because I know I got those eyes. Quality over quantity. That's the new phrase I'm going with. White. But that pearl white shows up like it's silver. If it's not, if it's the base coat. That thing really does look like it's glowing this time. I'm excited to see what the popper looks like because I think that one's going to be wicked. It's a good idea. That thing seriously does look like it's glowing. I know there's some of the best eyes I've ever found. Like they seriously look like they have lights in them. I'll go and run this one really quick. I'll try to find the eyes for the popper. For the popper. Oh, you guys are in luck. I do. Thank you, brother. That was the appetizer. I think the popper's going to be the main course. I think that one's going to be fire. Glad to hear that, brother. And you, I'm not kidding. I wasn't even being sarcastic. I think you have natural talent. That second lure that you sent me, that's crazy, dude. Like, obviously, there's room for improvement, but for a second lure ever doing, it's very impressive. Sweet, dude. I'll have to check it out. Some people just got it. And by it, I don't know. But they have that. Sick, dude. Of course, I appreciate it. I'm telling you, Dog Days, you're going to be impressed. Oh, yeah. This one's better for sure. Come on now. It's kind of crazy, though, the amount of people that have started airbrushing because they've watched me. So I can think of at least 5 off the top of my head. Oh, we could call it that. It's a beetlejuice. Would be the proper terminology. We can call it whatever we want to, though. Dude, I started painting like 4 years ago. And it was, I mean, if you guys want to hear the story, I'll tell you, it's not really that exciting. It is a little exciting. I've never really told it. I think I've only told one person. It's muddy. So I remember I called my friend, like from, we'd been friends for like, no, I didn't know Muddy at all. I'm not kidding. This was like 4 years ago. I used to, well, I guess I'll tell it. I used to just, I really feel like early in my life, when you're a young guy, especially nowadays more than ever, it almost feels like there's nothing really you can do. And I'll just say I probably wasn't the best influence on people around me or myself. And well, I really don't want to tell the story, dude. Long story short, I needed money, and I wasn't even trying to make money. I'd already started fishing at this point, and one of my buddies he actually tied flies, and he knew a guy here from Boonville that started tying flies here in Boonville, and then ended up having a company, having manufacturing in like Ecuador or something, and was in Cabela's and everything. And so, that day I went and got the Vonnie airbrush from Harbor Freight. Ordered. I think the first blanks I got were like the X-Wrap style ones. I painted. I think I still have them. I remember I went to work. I sold them to my friend Spencer. They weren't bad. Like I mean, they weren't. They weren't special. I'll say that much. They were pretty cool. But then I kind of just painted in the shadows for like a few years, couple years, and once getting on Whatnot, I started painting before then because I had started putting stuff on eBay, and I gotten better at it. But ever since doing Whatnot and doing these live paints, um, that's really been, I mean, the growth in what I can do has like, it's exponential. It's not even really close from even 6 months ago. So as much as I'm doing it, that's really owe a lot of it to the people watching. We're gonna run them. I do have to sign really quick. I'm done telling random life stories. We'll say painting fishing lures has kept me out of trouble. Now I got something to do with my time. And I say it like I was this big troublemaker. I wasn't, but when you're young and dumb, you do dumb shit. So here we go. She's a running. I haven't done that. I haven't done that one. Well, I've really, thank you, Alex. I've really outgrew that phase of my life by this point, anyway. I know I'm having a kid. I'm gonna like, all right. I just hope and pray they're not not as bad as my brother and I. Watermelon crawl. We could do it. I did. Let me check that mess. I did get a message. I need to check that out really quick before I commit. And you're in luck too, because I have seed stencils. Dude, I know. You don't think about it. when you don't have kids or a kid on the way. But now I'm thinking, I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, I'm gonna stroke out at fucking age 40 if this is how my kids are gonna be. Blake, are you still in here? I just saw your message. A watermelon. Let's do the watermelon. Unless this guy's in here. He did say that quite a while ago, so I have a feeling he's not. Is this blank all right for it? Actually do this one. I'll show you what he sent me. Who doesn't want watermelon? Speaking of fruit, dude, my wife got some grapes. And I mean, these things damn near taste like wine. They're so sweet. I wish this person would use different eyes. But that's just me being a stickler. He had such a good lure, and those eyes. No offense to those eyes, but I cannot stand those. I've used them, but $3,000 eyes. Big time. I think it's because we're all on here, and I know a lot of us follow each other on Facebook. I feel like we all get recommended about the same stuff. It's like, it was funny. I think it was Muddy. I painted something and sent it to him. And he's like, that's ironic. I'm painting the same exact thing right now. The 4D ones are nice. I like the middle ones. Like that specific set that those are on. I just don't find much use for them. Like, they're cool eyes, but I think if anything, it's more just personal. Well, that makes sense. I see it now. All right, that's actually you. If you could hide that pretty well, dude, because it looked like a lure to me. Where was that when I was in college? I just thought of a really funny story. Uh, so I played college baseball, and all you do when you play college baseball is drink and smoke pot and party and all this dumb shit. And there wasn't much baseball being played, but I'll never forget there was this one kid. And he was a nice guy. We were friends with him. But this guy, I don't know if he was depressed or what, but he would. I've heard of people doing all kinds of crazy drugs. This dude was addicted to taking melatonin. I'm not even exaggerating. And I remember one night we, dude, I can't tell this. It's been long enough. I think I can tell it. We stole his car, pretty much. I think we went to like this party or whatever, or went and drank somewhere. And we had the bright idea. We're like, dude, don't throw out any of the cans. We're, we're gonna leave them all in his car. It was really bad. Really bad in retrospect. It was really funny the next day. Because it's we made sure that they weren't hidden or anything. They're like all on the dash and shit. It was like yesterday when he texted me. Because he knew that I was the one who did it. I'm like, we're trying to get you off the melatonin, dude. I mean, he would take melatonin in the middle of the day, every day. He slept like probably 16 hours out of the day, at least. That reminds me of another story I see, which is there was this kid in our high school, and he is kind of a shit starter to be like, say it lightly, but he put a dead raccoon in one kid's truck. However, they got in a fist fight over that one. Some podunk ass town in Missouri. Methodist College. The good old days. I really didn't have that much fun there. It was really. I probably would have made it further in life had I not gone there. I had this bright idea. I'm like, man, I'm going to play baseball. It's going to be so much fun. Well, we show up that first day, and dude, there's like, we're thinking, oh, we might have a chance of playing. There was no way in hell any of us were going to play. We showed up, and I mean, there was probably 100 baseball players, and I'm not a genius, but you only need 9 to play baseball. So I'm like, yeah, all right, this isn't going to work. And that dude, what's up, Conklin? That coach, I remember he came out there, hadn't even met the dude, and just starts screaming about how he's not going. And I can't remember what they went, but it was like 3-21, something terrible, dude. And well, I think he might have a better influence than I did, but I remember that's why I met one of my best friends. He looked over at me. And we're like still best friends to this day. He looked over at me. He's like, I think I'm gonna go sign up for lacrosse. Like, it's probably a good idea. I had so really it would just turned out we were into just being fundraisers. So it is what it is. That's what we did. I did have a lot of fun because we all knew we weren't gonna play, so no one gave a shit. Besides the coaches, dude. And I have this friend that I'm talking about. He's like really short, and I don't like putting qualifiers out there when I talk about people, but it just makes it funnier because I'm like almost a foot taller than him. Dude, they put us in the same position in the outfield. I think we were like left field or something. I can't remember, but it was the last practice ever, or at least that year for the fall. And at this point, we had both figured out like this, this isn't for us. Like we got to figure out something else to do. And they were always on him in particular, He was such a smart ass and loud. I remember he hit the ball. They used to always yell at him, hit the cut. And I mean, when I say he airmailed this ball, it damn near went out of like over the backstop. It was such an airmail. And he just went running in going, woo! It's fucking funny. I should call him sometime and ask him if he remembers it because dude, it was so funny. We used to get in so much trouble, dude. It's just so funny. Oh, I guarantee he remembers it. I haven't really talked to any of those guys, and I don't even know how long. That's been a long time. I'll talk to him every once in a while. I think I went golfing with him like a couple years ago, and I'll tell you what, he sucked ass at golf. So did I. We went on like the hottest day known to man, dude. It was like 105. Or at least that was the heat index. It was stupid hot. Thinking maybe a little darker green over this. What are we thinking? Or does that look like a watermelon to anybody? I don't know, it looks like a watermelon to me. Not at all. Pink lemonade. All right, we're gonna do a darker green. All right, let's do the black now. All right. I didn't party in high school, dude. It was just when I went to college. I think that darker green really, it's starting to look more like watermelon for sure. I just thought of, there's so many stories I could tell about that guy. But I probably shouldn't say them online, but I can say this one. There's actually a guy I was telling you about that I told I was going to start airbrushing. I used to work at his parents had this restaurant, and I haven't thought about this in years either. Their restaurant was amazing, like one of the best restaurants I've ever been to. And my friend, the short one, they were doing like free T-shirt day, and they're like, "Oh, come down and get a free T-shirt." And we were down there like, "So can we get it in anything, anything we want?" Dude, I need to call about this one because this one's even funnier than any of the other stories. And my friend TJ, he's like, I'm like, dude, we should get T-shirts made. I'll get one made of Logan when he was when he was young, and you get one made of TJ when he was young, dude. I think it was TJ's like middle school dance picture or something. And the universe has a funny way of working. We're like, oh my gosh, this is hilarious. We're like, you got to put that on right now. We walk out of there, and who do we see? We see TJ's mom walking in there, and she looks at it. She had no idea who Caleb was. Looks at him and goes, "Why is my son on your T-shirt?" So funny, dude. I wonder if I have that picture anywhere. Dude, it was so funny. I mean, that was like the greatest timing ever. And it was like I said, it was like a middle school dance picture. That was so funny, dude. Oh man, I think we really missed a career in comedy. That would have been even funnier. Yeah, I picked this up over at Goodwill. Well, I think she thought it was funny, but the initial reaction was like, "What in the world?" You should have told him you didn't put it under there. I don't know what you're talking about. Now, I typically put. I guess I shouldn't have sprayed this black, but it's a little late now for that. Whatever, it looks good. I gotta grab this. I have a seed stencil actually. A watermelon seed. Why is my son on your shirt? Oh, where's those scissors at? Now we're gonna do this just on the red. Watermelon. I've been really lucky the past week or the past 2 weeks because I think I actually did this one with that ice cream one, just thinking I might need these one day, and I wouldn't have thought that a week later I'd get requests for both. Yeah, I need to write "do not eat" on this. This one might shut me down. I swear, Judge, I thought it was actually watermelon. And write "do not eat" on the belly. Well, this one we open for bidding tonight. I almost need to cut this thing up a little bit. I don't think I did. It's going to be kind of hard to do one right there. Thanks for the raid, brother. Come on, stay up there. Did we just get 2 raids back to back? We did, and Angler's Advantage. I don't have any giveaways loaded up, otherwise I'd run one. If you're bored, follow me on Facebook, Midmo Tackle. Website, Midmo15, get you 15% off. Did I do your liver? Come on. That was funny, though. You guys, there's no way he has a watermelon seed stencil. I think it's actually Kara's idea, so I owe her some credit. Well, we were thinking of summer lure, or not really lures, but summertime things. And watermelon came on the list. I'll put a little more down here. We'll be good. Nah. I gotta put one right here. What's up, John? Dude, that thing came out really good. It's like might be one of the best crawls I've ever seen or ever painted. Seen kind of sounds a little ridiculous. Watermelon. Awesome, man. That crawl, it almost looks like the crawls, and I don't know this firsthand. My buddy that does done some fishing, like some tournaments on Table Rock, said it looks exactly like the crawls on that lake. I'm putting red eyes on this. I think that's gonna look good. Blend the watermelon together. Keeps you calm. I don't know where I'm going to sign this one. I hate to sign it right here, but it's really the only open spot. It's almost like an incognito signature. Yeah, where's Waldo? The watermelon. Can you guys see it? Do I need to hold it closer? No, I'm kidding. All right, I'm going to run them. Watermelon. Yeah, the 1.5, like the Lucky Craft style ones. Awesome. Thank you. Sure, buddy. Thanks for hanging out, man. Thanks for the ideas as well. All right, let me grab one of those blanks that those would fit on. I know they'd fit. Well, I know they'd fit on this. Well, you said square bill. I'm an idiot. Give me a second. Give me just a second. Yeah, we could do the red. It was the lipless. I'm gonna say it could fit on this. This is, I think, maybe the only one that eye will fit on. Maybe, yeah, I think that's probably it. It's a glass eye, so it's. Yeah, we could do that. Been doing a ton of crawls lately. Back on the crawl grind. What's up, Kevin? Hey, it's worth a shot. Said gold belly, kind of translucent. Heck yeah, dude. What colors do you say? Gold and gold, yellow, and red. Is that correct? Red. Thank you. We're doing a gold and red crawl. By the way, I'm going to shout you out. If you guys need to follow Mr. Cranks on YouTube. That dude can frickin' paint. Has some really entertaining videos and informative. Makes it good for someone who's getting into painting. I really like. I don't really watch too many. but I checked your channel out when I first talked to you. It really helps if you're like a new painter because he gives all the PSI, exactly what he's using. Oh, like with the, okay, yeah, let's do that one next. That's a good idea. Yeah. Well, that I watched the shad glide bait. That's a really good one. Yeah, I looked forever. I could not find them. I'm impressed that you found them. I was looking all over the place. Oh well, hey, there you go. That explains it. So I was like, man, I would be surprised if they all the plastic now, the clamshells, are usually super thin, like 7 or 12 mil. And I was gonna say 1,000, man. That'd be a lot. I mean, I'm sure somebody knows where to get them. I mean, they have to be somewhere. I'd be shocked if there's not somebody making that. Okay. Numero uno done. Now I got the other side. Thank you, brother. This reminds me, it's going to look a lot like a Missouri red craw. I'm not sure if I have any Bagley right now, or any of that color. For sure, buddy. You as well, man. I wonder how many crawdads I've painted. It's got to be the most painted lure that I've done. Well, it's funny. I say this. I know a lot of you have probably heard this before. As crawl was very intimidating to learn, and I know I've said this before too. The hardest something will be is the first time you do it, and so I forced myself to learn it one day, and now it's almost like second nature. They just take a little bit of time, but they're not really bad. These are going to be a hair off, but it's all right. And maybe more than the hair, to be honest, but whatever. It's actually not too terribly bad. This one's almost lined up perfectly. I don't think the fish are gonna be like, look at this loser. Can't line up lines. They're all down there drinking wine. Glasses with no magnification. Art sticklers. Well, I would suggest at minimum probably getting Iwata Eclipse. So that's 180. Compressor. You can actually get compressors fairly cheap. And I guess I could do the math of what I have in it right now. The Harbor Freight one that came with the Avani airbrush was like 110, but probably 300. You probably could, but I suggest if you're going to do it, I mean, you can start with cheap airbrush paint. That's really the most expensive thing is going to be your airbrush, and then depending on if you have a booth or not, or somewhere you could paint safely. I know it's water based. You still don't want to breathe it in. That's at least that's my opinion. I try to avoid anything. I really do wonder what I have into it though, because I have 300 just on those two brushes. I have another Iwata, a single action. It's about 182. So what are we at? 480. Iwata CN. That thing was like $60 or 540. Two airbrush booths. Let's just say 750. And then like equipment wise, that's pretty much it. Where you start spending all the money is the paint. You guys can't see it right now, but yeah, no, you're absolutely right, Gunther. Because if you're gonna do it, you might as well. Because the difference is night and day. It'd be one thing if it was not noticeable. The difference is vast between the two. Like it's very, very noticeable. Especially if you, I mean, you could always start too on get the Harbor Freight with the air compressor and the brush. That's like 110 bucks, 120 bucks. That's how I started because I was not about to spend all that money on a nice airbrush. And I honestly think it helped me get better at painting because I'm used to using a piece of shit airbrush. And it's honestly for the price, it's not that bad. But yeah, the paint, that's where they get you. And if you're lucky, dude, if you're lucky, Amazon, you'll order a single thing of military green and they'll send you a whole case pack for $8, $12, whatever it was. That's only if you're lucky, though. Out of all the paint I've ordered, it's only happened once. I got to start painting green, I guess. So I got 12 bottles of it now. I wish I'd have thought about that, dude, because I had two color shift boxes in a row come open. It hasn't been that long ago. I might have to, hey, man, y'all screwed me here. I'm gonna need to speak to your manager. This is out of hand. Ghost Iron Man crawl. It's a very subtle red. I like it. And it is translucent. Just barely. I don't know if you can see it. I got 4 years now, pretty much. Yeah, you can see it now. Especially at that bottom. Thank you, buddy. Really, it hasn't been up until like the past year and a half that I started really going at it hard. But yeah, I got my first airbrush in like the compressor like 4 years ago. And I think I still have those lures somewhere around here. I'm going to go ahead and run this one if anybody wants them. 3-inch, well, that's more, yeah, 3-inch, half-ounce, lipless red crawl. I guess I still need to sign this one too. I need to paint one of these anyway, so that kind of works out. Lee, thank you. Yeah, they'll get Alumilite, and I mid coat them before I do that. So here's one for the people. I'm gonna do a dollar start for the boys because it's not gonna affect the lure at all. I got a little bit of epoxy buildup on that tip. So if you want a dollar lure, it's your chance. It's your chance to shine. Really annoyed. Welcome to the club. You've made a mistake coming by. I'm kidding. This is the beginning of the end. I did a terrible job clear coating this one, dude. The more I look at it, the worse it gets. It'll still be a great fisher, though. I just can't list that on the website. Thank you, Lee. All right. Well, what do you guys want to do? Another crawl? We'll say. Hey, he's got started off on the right foot, dude. I will say. Let me find it. There it is. This is the first one I'm selling, besides the John. It's actually the one that's in the cover photo. Really good. Almost a molten crawl. I only painted 3 of these total. That thing is really clean. Silver crawl lines. Oh, man. We can do it. Radioactive eyes. A bubonic. Well, there you go, John. So I'm not letting that one get away. Square bill. Gotcha. That works out because I had already taped one. Started taping one up earlier. I think that'd be a great fish catcher. What's up, Dylan? How you doing, brother? It really does, and I didn't do it on purpose, but it does really resemble like a crawl you'd see. Like my buddy Noah, he said that looks exactly like the crawls he sees at Table Rock. Walleye Nation Creations Frostbite color. Not feel you there, brother. I fell asleep before I got on here. I really didn't think about getting on tonight, but I scheduled the show. I'm showing up, I guess. I do want to look up this Walleye Nation one really quick. Yeah, send it to me. Whoa, you said. Oh, yeah, dude. I think they'd look really good on them. Oh, man. Isn't that how it goes? The big ones always get away. So you said purple. Let me go back up and read this really quick. Silver shell lines and crazy radioactive lines. Yeah, hey, if you saw it, I consider that a catch. I know nobody else does, but radioactive eyes, gotcha. It said radioactive lines. I'm like, I think he means eyes here. Purple crawl, silver shell lines. All right, let's get started. I'm gonna turn the fan on just for a second. Oh, dude, however big you thought it was, you gotta exaggerate it. It's gotta be 3 times as big. Every time people ask me what my biggest fish is, it goes up an ounce. Soon enough, we're gonna be at 10 pounds. That's what I'm saying, dude. I don't trust a fisherman if he tells the truth. He says, "Hey, man, I caught one. It was 2.13 pounds." I'm like, dude, I don't ever want to talk to you again. All right, let's do purple. I want to be surprised, especially if you're fishing on a lake. They're in there. They're in there for sure. I'm almost leaning towards, even though I like this purple. This purple. I don't know. That one. So I think this one would look better. The silver lines would show up a lot better. That's actually more believable if you say you caught it at a farm pond. You might get a statue dedicated to you in Osage Beach. All right. Now we get the fun part. Of course, you got to go back. But I hope you know you're going back. It's not going to bite again. Just out of spite. That you're just never going to hear about that fish ever again. No one ever catches it. And yep, it adds to the lore of it. If you caught it, it wouldn't be as exciting of a story. And of course, the older you get, that fish just gets larger. I mean, soon enough, you're gonna be remembering it. It was damn near triple digits. The thing looked like a car, man. Yeah, I mean, I don't even have a tape measure long enough to show you guys how big this bass was. Like we had to pull it out of the lake with a tow truck. I mean, that's just how big a fish I catch. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, dude, don't get a scale. I don't believe in scales. Because then if I don't know that I'm lying, I don't consider it a sin. If I just don't know the weight and I just guess it, I'm telling the truth in my eyes. All right, let's do the silver now. Are you wanting a silver back on this? Oh, the photo alone, man. I had to go to the New York press to have them printed off on the printing press. You guys wouldn't believe how big it was. All right. Well, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, next thing you guys know, you'll see me out there with one of those tankers. I'll be out there dressed like Jack Sparrow. A June bug crate. That's a really good idea. Come on, I'm still getting some purple. I was about to say that'd be the person to ask because he's already doing a good June bug. I have to dry this each and every time on these. We're not even doing a June bug here. I really don't know what you call it. Crazy crawl. I have an Iwata HPCS. That wasn't very smart. My hand was about to catch on fire. So 1.5 Lucky Craft KO. I might have a few of those blanks left. Tie lines. I need to look. I know I've been running kind of low on them lately. This will be the fourth year. Year number quattro. But really, most of my improvements have been in the past year. And that's just simply from doing it so much more. That silver looks really good because it's kind of hard. I know you guys can see it really well on the camera, but in person, like this angle, you can barely see it. As you shift it, it gets brighter. It's opened a bit. So this is kind of how it this all works out. People can throw out suggestions. Anybody can bid on these, unless like I'm like, all right, unless it's something like really special. Unless it's like one that has someone's name on it or something. But for the most part, if you guys see something on here, you're like, man, I really wish I'd have gotten that. And a lot of times I only do one, otherwise these shows are kind of a little boring if I'm painting the same one over and over again. You can find a lot of these live paint lures on my website. That's midmotackle.com. Midmo 15% off, $20 or more. $6 flat shipping. Can you believe that? $6 out of the goodness of my heart. No, I'm kidding. I could have figured out the shipping on there, so I'm just like, all right, $6 flat. Should be good enough. That's where I have some of the nicer, like Rapala repaints and whatnot. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, that looks really good. Yeah. What color dots were I supposed to do? Was I supposed to do? Did I do the wrong color? This is the green. So that's as neon of a green that I'm going to have. You have to really put it on thick with having that purple base. I really need to invest in a better camera setup, so
This one really can't pick up the colors that well. Unless I hold it 3 inches away. Can't remember who it was. There's some guy running on here. A really nice. It's like a Canon EOS, which I have one of those cameras. Not as nice as the one he had though. And man, his stream quality was unreal. Oh, no kidding. I'd be definitely interested in that because I'm smart enough to figure that I need it in like whatever aspect ratio, but I cannot figure out the problem with doing it straight to whatnot is that it zooms in so far. I don't. It's almost like the aspect ratio is off. Yeah, and a lot of it's probably just stream quality at which people can stream it. Huge bait. Yeah, so on here, if you, I'm more like meaning when I'm streaming on live or whatever. You can, it's like OBS system. It's like pretty much a stream deck, and I can put my camera in, and the quality is remarkable, but I cannot get the aspect ratio to look right. Sure, that sounds awesome, dude. Could definitely figure something out. So nice thing about the camera, if I have the camera set up, like right now I just have an old phone here. And the camera's not bad on it. But the camera, the reason I want to use my camera is I have this tripod that I can put behind me that can see in here, and it's out of my way. So it actually makes painting live a little easier. And I really like that camera I got. I don't have a complaint with the camera. I just can't. My tolerance for technology is kind of at a certain point. I'm just all right, dude. I'm going back to the phone. Yeah, because I mean that's almost like 90% of whatnot, you know. Yeah, especially with something like this. If I'm taking requests, can you imagine? I don't read, never look at the chat. All right, what do you want? Okay, I could be painting it completely wrong. I want to know until I was done. A person would be sitting there thinking, no, no. Oh, that's smart. What do we think? I almost, that's what I was about to say. I almost want to put some green on the back. Not a ton, but kind of just to tie it all together.
Come on now. I need to order more green paint, dude. I'm really low. Like maybe just enough to do the back of this. You know what? If this doesn't look good, yeah, no kidding. If this doesn't look good, we can always just do straight green. But oh, dude, come on now. Now we're keeping it exactly like that. It almost looks like it's glowing a little bit too. That's what it needed. It needed something. The dryer sheet returns. I think that'll tie it all together. I think once it gets clear coated too, I think it'll really bring that green out a little more. Oh, come on now. Awesome. I'm glad she liked it. That was a fun one to paint. That's funny. You said that, and then I might have already said this to you, but my buddy here, he has a dog named Rocco. He wants me to paint an OG Rocco like his dog. Like, actually, a really good idea. Yeah, it is an OG series. I was gonna say it's just regular Apollo, but it's not. Those eyes, though, dude. All right. There we are, fellas. It's almost kind of giving me Joker vibes. Hey, Card, if you're buying this, make sure your pickup's turned on because I still have a package for you that I need to ship out. The one from the website. Don't want to charge you again. Sounds good, buddy. Here we go, fellas. Starting them now. Starting them now.
Like a clown rogue? Are you asking if I have? You just mean the color or that, like that blank or that lure? I guess. Thank you, brother. I will get that put in that order. I could paint a clown one. That's what you're wanting. Tight lines. Were you wanting those like that Chapo style plopper? We've been going strong tonight. What are we almost at 3 hours? That kind of seems about the cutoff time. That's when I'm starting to be all right. It's enough painting for one night. All these start at 13, Doug. I got a few different blanks that it would probably work in. Well, really one that would be similar to a Smithwick. I'd say this one probably be good for it. It's already kind of pretty similar to a Smithwick Rogue in shape. You want me to do it? All right, we can do it. Let me go take a look really quick. Tight lines. I do have some blanks. Was there a certain color you were thinking on those? Let me look up the clown. Oh yeah, we could definitely do this. Kind of that color. So all the customs they're gonna start at 13. If murky water, I would go with something that's uh, let me think about it. What would I throw? I would throw something. Well, my go-to is black and blue, watermelon red. Oh yeah, we could definitely do that. I could do a baby bass after this if you're wanting it. Sorry, I should have done yours before this, but I wasn't sure if I had any blanks. Yeah, that dark blue would be really good. I'd say two of those Cincos with the blue tail. Those are, I know this is, I'm painting crankbaits, but if you want a lure that's undefeated, dude, I swear by that Cinco.
I love throwing crankbaits, but I love that Senko too. And Strike King has a really good one. What's up, Dill Customs? Good. How about yourself, brother? Yeah, I think that'd be fine. You'd find I'm a big proponent too of throwing stuff that's in the body of water. So if you got bass where you're throwing, it's not gonna hurt. Bass will eat bass. It's almost like a yellow and then kind of a bit of gold look to it almost. It's not really a straight clown. That actually looks really similar to the yellow I'm looking at. Thank you, buddy. Thanks for coming out and hanging out. Oh, before I dump that out. All right, let's do the black. And just in the honor of making it like a Smithwick. Where's my stickers at? There they are. Almost looks like horns. All right, let's get an eye put on here. Yeah, I'll sign them. Green would be a good one to try at some point. I think it might take away from the clown because clowns are honestly pretty straightforward, to be honest. I said those look like horns. They probably are because Smithwick used to have that lure, the devil's horse. They probably actually are horns. And that's why they look like it. All right, there you go, brother. And then I'm gonna do this baby bass and this little plopper style bait, and that's gonna be the last one for the night. Sweet. I'll have to check it out after this. Be a good one to try tomorrow. Because I will be back on tomorrow around the same time. Thank you, Doug. Baby bass. Big dog. Hey, bark, bark. This is the last one I got. I need to order some. I've been doing so many live paints lately. I haven't been painting the same quantity, so it hasn't been getting dirty as quick. Dryer lint. That actually probably worked pretty good. All right, baby bass. Armed dog hair. Dust bunnies, you know. Is what it is. Toenails. Crumpled up change, or not change, paper. The occasional dollar bill. Ink. You never know. Shoe, yeah. Missing sock. I got a funny story about socks. I had this dog. He was a Great Pyrenees Husky. I really shouldn't be telling this story. It's not bad or anything. It's kind of gross. But he would eat socks. Eat them whole, dude. And, yeah. See if I can grab it. Give me just 1 second. What's up, man? This isn't the exact one, but same exact color. This one might be all right. Thank you guys. It, it came out better than I was expecting. I'll cut this off for a second. I've started doing the bass almost backwards because I think the colors look better doing the pattern and then the green, which you would think would be opposite, but it works. We can put it back on this now. Let me find that stripe. Shoot. Well, it didn't mess up, so we're good. That was almost a disaster. A disaster. A disaster. Okay. This almost sounds like something you hear in church on Sunday morning. This one. This has to be a new one. Guess we finally made it off the other playlist. It kind of does good. And you're probably thinking, this looks nothing like a bass. It's about to. This is actually a happy accident. Because I know Sea Witches watch me do it. I realized that I had put the pattern on without spraying green on one. And I think it looks better if you do the green over that. It looks a little more natural. All right. We got one more step and we'll put the eyes on. All right, let's get some eyes put on here for you. And bass kind of have a brown eye. You guys are wondering where am I getting that color from? I got one of those talking bass on the wall back here. It's a good reference, kind of like my trout statue. Let's find an eye for you. That's kind of like a orangish brown almost. So that works because it's fairly close to that color. So I'm supposed to be getting some. I've been waiting forever, dude, for them. I should have them by the end of this month. However, I probably after like the 30th, I probably won't be on for a week or two at least. So that's something mid-June you could probably expect. Mid-June tackle. Yeah, I'm rebranding everybody. I got to go on a business trip starting next month, fellas. Business trip with the wife. We're going to go out to Montana. We're going to test lures out. She wants to do horseback riding and all this. I want to fish. I guess we could horseback ride into some place that has a lake. I'm looking forward. The furthest west, she's from Illinois, so the furthest west. It's weird. Growing up in Missouri, all our vacations growing up, it seems like we went west. All her vacations growing up, they went east. Oh, no kidding. Where at? There's a lot of Illinois people in here tonight. Illinois boys. Kentucky in the house. West Central. Heck yeah. Northern Minnesota. Bama. Go ahead and give him an autograph.
All right, fellas. I actually did that one fairly quick. Here's that bass and this plopper style blank. Do you see it? That's how I'm gonna start showing off lures on here. All right, I'll run it for you. Well, unless there's any like last minute requests for me to paint like a pearl white lure, this is gonna be the last one. So if you guys saw anything you liked tonight, a lot of this stuff I'll post on Midmo Tackle tomorrow, midmotackle.com. And you can see a lot of these too. I'll post these in the morning to my Facebook page. If you want to share that post, it helps the page out a lot. And as always, thank you guys. Fun night. Oh, back to the website really quick. Midmo 15 gets you 15% off $20 or more. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll have a show scheduled here before long for tomorrow evening. So let's go and raid into somebody. Let's see. We're going to do Isaac. So it's nice talking to you guys tonight. I'll be back on tomorrow. I'll see y'all later.